Senator Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for acknowledging you saved the best for last. I appreciate that. Right? Is that was what you said?
You may extend your remarks at your leisure.
Perfect. All of you are in the media, entertainment, and broadcast business, whether directly or indirectly. So as we approach the end of this hearing, give me the 20 to 30-second reason why the cap should or should not be increased, starting with you, Mr. Waldman.
Well, I think our group actually hasn't taken a position on whether or not they have the authority to do
Well, you feel free to.
But I would say this, that if you look at liberalizing the cap, don't just assume that scale will lead to more local news. If you believe that's a possibility, then require it. Require that liberalization is tied to guarantees that it will lead to more hiring of local reporters.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson?
Senator, I dealt with a very similar issue when I was general counsel of the FCC. Under Chairman Pai, we repealed these prescriptive net neutrality rules that were industry-wide, applied to everyone, every internet service provider of every shape and size. The problem with prescriptive rules like these media ownership rules is that they quickly become outpaced by technological change. This 39% number is pegged at what networks look like, broadcast groups look like 20, 25 years ago, before this whole explosion of online streaming content. In order to have a prescriptive rule like that, you need to have pervasive evidence of market failure. We don't have that here. You need a scalpel instead of a sledgehammer. If there's competition concerns, let's handle that through the Department of Justice, through the FCC's existing public interest review, not through these outdated prescriptive rules.
All right, thank you. Mr. LeGeyt?
Modernizing these ownership rules, including elimination of the national cap, is existential for the future of local broadcasting. Our industry is competing for advertising dollars with Google and Facebook, global behemoths. We are competing for audience and for programming with Netflix and Amazon. And simply put, we are doing it with one hand tied behind our back because we can't even gain scale nationally to allow us to compete in those markets.
Mr. Reddy?
Well, Senator, I think there's several reasons. One is Congress set the mandate. Michael O'Reilly, the former commissioner, just said overwhelming number of commissioners said it's law. Ajit Pai had said it's law. Brendan Carr had signed a concurring opinion saying it was law. They don't cite any legal experts that I'm hearing from that are saying that you could just change it by a bureaucratic act of the FCC. We've been sold a bill of goods. The FCC was mandated to do these public TV licenses to serve the local communities. In my mind, there has to be a tremendous emergency for this to all be waived so that 3 or 4 big companies can own all of these licenses. And so far, the broadcast industry has not told the Senate any data that provides that they're in crisis. In fact, Nexstar made $2 billion. If you look at all the other companies, the top 7 TV station groups all made pretty much in excess of $500 million in EBITDA in 2024. There is no crisis. They're inventing this because they know they can make billions of dollars by waiving the rule. And it doesn't serve the public interest, competition, or the diversity of voices that the public would like, especially with local news.
All right, well, thank you. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Moreno, and I will recognize Senator Lujan, and I will point out that Senator Moreno made the observation